Ladies in Tech here, thanks for joining me, but before you go, make sure you subscribe. That way you get all the updates on little tips and tricks for AutoCAD 2014. Thanks, make sure you subscribe. This tutorial is going to be on using the trim and the extend command using AutoCAD 2014. Those commands are located on your upper ribbon as long as you have them showing up on your upper ribbon. Anyways, it's under your modify, and here's your trim and here's your extend. Okay, so what the trim command does, it will actually trim a line or an object at a specific point that you tell it to trim at, and the extend will extend a line to a certain area that you told it to extend to. So let's start by using our trim command. This object that I have right here is a box, and it has a triangle cut out in it, and you can see right through it. So let's trim this so that you cannot see right through it, and make it as if it was a solid object. So I'm going to start by selecting my trim command, and you see down here on our command bar, which we're always supposed to watch when we are using AutoCAD, it'll give us what it needs to know next. Or also you can see the little gray box beside my cursor that tells me to select the object. So we're going to actually select the cutting line that we want to use to cut on. So for this guy, I want to trim this line once it gets past here. So let's select that as our trim line. You can see it is selected because it is all dashed out, so that tells me it is selected. And once I've selected it, I'm going to hit enter, or I'm going to right click on my mouse. Now I have to select the object to trim. Or if I use shift select, it will extend. But right now we're going to be trimming. So I want to trim here, and that is the object I want to trim. And also I can see down here, if it was solid, I would not see the end of this line. So we're going to trim this one as well. Once I've completed that, I'm going to right click or hit the enter key, and the command is complete. This line here I can just simply delete because you won't see it. Now back here you can also see we have a line here, and you'll be able to see through the opening here but not up above. So we got a new trim line, which is this one right here, and we're going to hit enter or right click on our mouse and select the line we want to trim. And there you go. The trim is all complete on this one here. It's now a solid object. You can't see all the lines inside the box, but you can see right through the middle there. So now let's go over here and look at this object. And what I want to trim on this one is that I'm going to use my trim lines are going to be my circles. So the outer circle, the inner circle, and I'm going to trim the lines that go through in those areas. So we're going to have to go to our trim command. We're going to select our objects as our cutting lines, which are these two circles, and we're going to hit enter or right click on our mouse, and we're going to select what we want to trim through those trim lines. And there you go. And once we're complete, we're going to right click and we're going to hit enter, and those ones are complete. So that's the trim line, or the trim command, sorry. So now let's go to our extend command, and that's located here. But before I do my extend command, I'm going to make this guy a little bit thicker first. So I'm just going to use the copy command, and I'm going to copy this back line, and I'm just going to put it in as an angle 20, enter, and it's asking me for my second point, so I can either just simply drag it because it's keeping it on my 20-degree angle, and we'll just make it that big, and enter. So now this is my new width, but you can see my line had stopped here before. So now let's extend each of these lines, so each of these three lines, to the new width. So I'm going to go select my extend command. So you can hear my command line, it says extend, and also my side gray menu says select objects. So what I'm going to select here is the actual line that I want something to extend to, right? So I'm going to select this guy, and you can see it's now hashed out. I'm going to right click or hit enter, and now it's asking me the objects I want to extend. And you can see here I simply just click on the lines that I want it to extend, and there they are. So now I can just delete this guy here, And I got that width. Now we should carry that width all the way down. So I'm just going to draw a line down the back side. Excuse me. Let me do that again. I'm going to select there, bring it straight down, enter, and let's do our extend command again. Select the line that we want to extend to. It's selected, right click, and we would like to extend. And there we go. We got it done. So we can trim that last one up a little bit. So we're going to go to our trim command, select our cutting line, enter, and select the line that we want to trim, and enter. I'll simply delete this guy by selecting and hitting the delete button. So there you go. There's our extend command. We made that cube a lot wider and we extended all the lines all the way around. So that's your brief tutorial on your trim and your extend commands. Any questions or comments, please post them below. And have a good day and hope to see you soon, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys.